You're listening to the Arcane Focus Network. Previously on Star Raiders. You just see this thing like...
Everybody get down!
Spewing out this liquid. Astra, it does a critical wound, and you lose your left eye.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Burzin wants to jump in the forklift and just gun it at this thing. I raise the tines up. Get away from her, you bitch!
You slam into this thing.
Turns to the creature, full attacks it. One is a nat 20.
Oh.
One's a nat 20.
Yes!
One's a nat 20.
It goes down, and this acid engulfs all of you.
Burzin's down.
Yeah, Astra's down.
Get the door open. Sawbones, you drag Burzin out. Deacon, you pick up Astra. You both get them outside. Banshee runs out, closes the door. As you all slump onto the ground out front of this door, it shuts. And you're just hearing the warning klaxon going in the other room. It's muffled as the doors are closed. And Sawbones had dragged Burzin out, throwing himself on top of him in an attempt to protect him. Deacon had pulled Astra out. Banshee got out. We're not going to stay in initiative order, but this is something that requires immediate attention. Your next few actions essentially need to be helping resolve this situation, whether they've got enough points to stabilize themselves, or if this is something that you can do, things that you guys can do to help them. You have to act very quickly.
Burzin's gonna relax, slack-jawed on the floor.
I too shall pass.
Doing the Lord's work.
Burzin is super unconscious.
Well, I have not to brag, but I have a full complement of resolve points.
Oh yeah, all right, mate.
So
yeah, good on ya.
Why?
I believe Ben.
You weren't just in a fight?
Yeah, draw some aggro next time, mate.
Well, Deacon cast a spell, Spiritual Bonds.
Yes.
So we're all connected on a deep spiritual level.
Oh man, so spiritual.
So we can give a resolve point from ourselves, anyone in the party, to each other to bring us back into the fight if need be. And we can do it on the same round if we want. It just takes an action. So I'd like to do that for sure.
Absolutely massive. But the question is, Deacon, who are you giving it to?
I mean, look, I'm holding Astra, but I turn over and I think I see Burzin in Sawbones' arms. I could see he was already rattled, and I think that Sawbones might not know what he needs to do. And so to kind of guide Sawbones, I just kind of want to turn to him and just say, like, you got to focus in, and you just need to give a little bit of yourself. And if you feel whatever it is, admiration, respect, trust, as long as you can connect to the person in front of you, it's going to be okay. And then I want to put my hand and just kind of put it over Burzin's forehead, and I just want to kind of close my eyes. And I don't know if he's done this spell before, really, because I don't know how many people he's traveled with, but I want to take a resolve point for myself and give it to Burzin just to show Sawbones how we do it, just if we lay them down, maybe. So I'm going to choose Burzin just to do that for.
So Sawbones sees the sort of transition of power, or energy, is visible almost. And while Deacon was talking, the clinical, analytical side of Sawbones was hugely skeptical. Like the emotion that rose up was just, what is this spiritual shit this guy's talking about? But seeing the kind of flow of energy go through and seeing like a bit of light and color return, he just doesn't hesitate. He looks at Astra, eye gone, lying unconscious on the floor, and is filled with his own emotions of not wanting to lose her, not wanting to lose, another team member. And he's just instinctively overwhelmed with the desire to reach out, and he doesn't even need to think about it. As soon as he touches her, you just see the kind of energy shoot like lightning straight down his hand into her face, where he's resting his hand just near her eye that's damaged.
Getting all bloody.
All right, so now both of you have an extra resolve point. That means because you were stable already, you can now spend that extra resolve to immediately become conscious. You regain 1 HP by taking the stay in the fight action. So that means you guys can pretty much act as normal now. You made it.
He's just like coughing, goes into a coughing fit for like 3 minutes.
As soon as I see Burzen's all right, I kind of gently drop him on the ground, drop him to rest on the ground, and rush over to Astra, who's also coming to, and start inspecting her eye. Astra, are you all right?
No, I'm not alright. Like, fuck.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you're missing an eye.
Like, what? No, I can't see. It's, fuck.
No, get your hand out of the way, lassie.
No, leave it.
And I
Don't touch it.
look,
Hurts.
I've got to get a minimum some antiseptic and
No.
a patch on you.
No, not you. No,
Oh, that old chestnut.
Just spray it in the socket.
no.
Straight in.
All right, hold still.
Look, lassie, you've had an undead zombie rip your eyeball out with its claws, okay? I'm guessing there's an infection in your very short-term future unless you let me administer some first aid to you.
Fuck.
Listen to the man, Astra.
I'm seeing. Oh, fuck. Is there anything you can do for. Okay, just. Be quick.
So I administer a painkiller to her to start with.
That's lovely.
I'll
Thank you.
I've got one in my inventory, and I'll figure it out in a minute. But I administer that, and then you see the tendrils whip out of the edges of my finger. The edges open up, and a very fine mist spray goes out and just covers the wound on her face. And
That was too quick. It didn't work.
The painkiller didn't set in.
and then you see the tendrils sort of come back, and they start spinning like spinning around like this, and they weave almost like a spider web bandage that I then apply over
That's cool.
the hole where her eye was. And you sort of see the blood dry up immediately around it. Look, lassie, that'll have to do until we can get you to a more serious medical facility. Your other eye looks fine, so you probably will have some trouble with distance perception. You probably shouldn't use ranged weapons if you can avoid it.
Fuck,
but for the
that's
most
my
part,
thing.
it's a clean. It's like, I know it's really bad and I know it's terrible, but it's as clean a wound as it can be. It's just ripped the eye straight out, and I need to stay close to you. I need to look after you, and you just tell me if you start feeling any pain or infection.
Is this going to affect my acrobatics in any way? Am I taking a penalty?
No.
Look,
Just your perception.
Just my perception. That seems fair. I shall. What do I add
If it
here?
if it was an inner ear problem, you'd be
Acrobatics are
your
down.
balance would be shot.
Permanent tinnitus. No, so I feel like it should be more, but the rules are the rules, and it's a permanent -2 to your perception bonus.
All right, I never roll well on that anyway.
So you can probably add that down bottom right, permanent conditions, and then add a custom one if you want to put it in your hero lab.
Don't we have can you jam a healing serum down someone's throat or inject it into them to give them HP?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
guys
we've
have
done that before.
healing serums, yeah, for sure.
Because surely has anyone got any of those? Because I've got one.
I've got
just
5. I've got 5 serum of healing.
Yeah, because you can.
Yeah,
give
why don't you
that
just
to
mainline
us.
those to them?
Yeah,
Yep.
and then we can spend our remaining fucking things for a 10-minute rest and get all of our stamina back.
Sure. All right. Well, I throw one of my 5 serum of healing to Deacon to give to Astra, and then I turn around and pull out my injector pistol, fill it with a serum of healing, and just inject it straight into Burzen's neck.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird ballet where we turn and we
You're there.
we heal the other person and and then we turn back and then heal the person in front of us by giving them the injection. And my power comes primarily from seeing the parallel timelines or tapping into other timelines that exist. It is a spiritual bond, but maybe the spiritual bond is that in some other timeline, or maybe many others, we're a good, functioning team, maybe. And maybe, like, for me that's weird because I'm mainly a loner on the job kind of thing, but this weird
wolf.
yeah, but like feeling like the kind of effortless way, like if Sawbones tosses that thing and I catch it, and just working in tandem. He doesn't even have to say what's going on. We just kind of know what we got to do to keep these people, functioning. Could be cool.
The dance of life.
Well, yeah, it's like that.
Life.
Yeah, that link has awakened something that maybe you're not fully aware of yet, but Deacon can certainly feel that difference.
Am I rolling the D8 or are you rolling the D8, Mark?
You guys are hit with these healing serums. Why don't Ben, Mark, you guys roll for them.
Yep.
See how much HP they get.
Ooh, it's a 7.
Nice.
It's a wonderful 2.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I'm missing an eye. I feel like 2 sounds about right.
But as all this is going on, let's get, I'd say, Deacon and Sawbones give me a perception check.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. This is going so well so far. 28.
28. Wow.
Got a 19 on the dice.
Jesus Christ. I got an 8 with a 2 on the dice. So.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Sawbones, as you're doing this and you're administering this aid, it's very soft, but you hear footsteps.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds like a group, multiple footsteps walking towards you.
Give us a break.
I just very quietly below my voice, a whisper level. I say, "Somebody's coming. We have to get out of here. We have to hide." And I try to encourage the group to move in the opposite direction from where I hear the sound coming, and to do so stealthily.
Always with the
Telepathically
stealth.
agree. Yeah. Let's do it.
I'd like to be keeping an ear out for anything else. So if there's another perception roll that I need to roll as we sort of start advancing away.
Sure. So all of you, you're getting up and you start moving. So everybody give me a stealth roll.
I don't get a penalty on stealth?
You're all not going to believe how well this is going. I'm going to have to start taking photos of my dice. 30?
Oh, that's
Yeah, okay.
I have a plus 11 to stealth. I rolled a natural
12.
1.
Oh.
Natural 1.
18 for Burzin.
I got a 12.
Right, yeah.
Is this like a group stealth roll where like...
Yeah, you got to beat an average. Yeah.
Yeah, so you do so, and you start moving down this hallway in the opposite direction to where you heard these footsteps coming. But as you start moving, you hear them start to move faster.
With that very high perception roll I had, could I differentiate whether they were like shuffling zombie footsteps or whether they were like not so shuffly?
Yeah. Purposeful, sentient footsteps.
It didn't sound like shuffling.
Is there anything around us that we could use to either hide behind or take up defensive positions behind?
Okay, so you start moving down this hall, and these footsteps are getting faster. And as you move down, yes, there are some some crates and shelves and crates piled up in this hallway. It's quite wide. It looks like it could accommodate like a reasonably sized, forklift or something like that.
Yeah.
And then off to the side, there's like these crates and shelves and stuff like that. You guys gonna take some cover behind him?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to
Sure.
take some cover and I'm going to pull Astra in next to me.
Thank you.
And as I do, I say, "Look, Lassie, I don't know what's coming, but you're still not that well. I'm gonna give you one last little boost." And I apply a very quick field dressing to her, to the remaining wounds, and she'll get 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3.
Oh! Can I take a photo of this? It was a 6. It was a 6 on the dice, so you get 9.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Rolling hot.
This is fucking... I wouldn't believe me.
Go
I'm
to the
taking a
casino
photo.
and roll some craps.
I need to go to the casino. We'll go hit up the Cass after this. How about that?
I'll just finish up here and just go to Crown.
1 o'clock in the morning.
All right, boys, we're going out. Just leave them.
They're asleep. They'll be fine.
They're asleep. They'll be fine. Exactly.
love
They won't even
Dad-
notice.
Dad knows how to parent. We come from the same school of parenting.
Yeah,
we literally said
exactly.
the same thing.
They're boys. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Probably won't die.
What could
If they do, that's
possibly
not
do? Is it dark in here?
It's there's like emergency lighting on, so it's fairly dim. Yeah,
What color is it?
here he is.
Is it red? Is it red like in Aliens, or
It's more of like a very warm yellow, almost an orange.
yeah, but like shadows being cast and yeah, I like it.
And as you guys take cover behind these shelves and behind these crates, you hear these footsteps getting closer and closer, and then they stop.
Can I peek out?
Yeah, sure. You peek out and you see there what looks to be, I guess, like a squad of about half a dozen Kopaxi, and they look to be wearing armor, and all of them are holding rifles, and they're looking around the area, and one of them calls out, "Come out! There's no use hiding." Comes through the translator.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of what to say.
Can I call out?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna call out and say, I want to look over at my friends and or like, these guys here, and just kind of look and see, like, want to talk? Yeah, because I just kind of.
Burzen's barely paying attention. He's just like
Yeah.
slumped against the wall, just breathing heavily. Just
Deacon's gonna try and bluster his way for a sec and just say, in polite society, people normally say please. Wait for the translator.
Which we can hand wave that they uploaded to you.
You don't think I would have found one tracking them? Because they touched
Well,
the
we
thing.
let the chance decide.
Chenskew. No, that's actually quite. Yeah. Let me know if I know what they're saying. That's even funnier.
just looking at you, looking at Solomon. Like, what did they say?
What is? If only someone could translate this gobbledygook.
Yeah. He's a foreigner. Get him. You hear the response come back. Please come out. There's no use hiding. We don't want to hurt you if you are no threat to us.
Sawbones hangs his gun. I forget what gun I've got. My tactical crossbolter from my finger to show that it's loose, and I just take a step out. What's up, fellas?
Nice. And as you do so, and you stand there in the middle of the corridor, you see a few more of them like turn their attention down, and they kind of spread out a little bit in the hallway. All of them with their rifles trained in your direction.
How many are there?
There's 6.
Yeah.
And the
fan
one that
out.
was speaking says, "Put it down and tell your friends to come out."
I put it down and kick it, just a couple of feet in front of me. Say, "Oh, my friends are not in a great way, mate. They've had a bit of trouble. They're resting. What do you want?"
We came to see what all the racket was.
Oh, aye, we took care of that big fucking thing that's obviously been hassling you for a while. You can say thanks later on if you like.
He kind of like half glances back towards the direction you came from. We heard an alarm going off in there, and there was blood and some kind of acid in front of the door. What the hell happened in there?
I will see there was a large amount of zombies that were coming through that way, and I thought, look, if there's anyone who's not a zombie in this building, they probably would appreciate us blocking off the entryway. So, I did what needed to be done. I sealed it and made sure that nothing else could ever get in or out of that point. Look, just a tip, fellas. If you're gonna occupy a building, you should definitely secure entrances and exits like that next time to avoid the ingress of the zombies.
The door was locked. As far as we know, they can't open doors. Now, we're going to come a bit closer to you. Tell your friends not to do anything stupid.
Okay.
Burson, you heard her.
Don't do anything stupid, friends.
And this one
Okay.
lowers its rifle
Person's there
and
like
walks
in
up,
shock, shivering.
picks up the
breathing.
tactical crossbolter and, kind of hooks it on a belt. And then three of them, with absolute precision, start moving forward. As one of them like gets up to Sawbones, like puts a hand on his shoulder and like starts to turn him around and bind him.
100% casting Vanishing Trick spell on my gun and holster, so it turns them both invisible. I think maybe... I don't know if I'm charismatic to pull that off. Oh yeah, never mind. I just want to change. I was going to cast if I still have enough time to do while this exchange is happening, I want to cast Quick Change on my outfit so that it just looks more of a survivor, like cobbled together crappy clothes rather than the nice armor that I'm wearing and my coat and stuff. So it just looks like, I'm not like I've been surviving for a bit of time here with everyone else.
Okay, so what I'll say is, I'll give you the choice. You can try to do that, but at this point, they're close enough where they might notice that you're casting a spell and doing something like that. I'll let you get the invisible one off. Like, that seems like something really subtle you could do.
No, Quick Change. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Great.
Can I have Banshee sort of like disappear into the background? Use his awesome cloak feature to sink into the shadows.
Sure, yeah. Banshee's been still for long enough. I think, yeah, can swarm. Absolutely. And as these other... So one of them has turned Sawbones around and starts putting bindings on his wrists there. And the other ones, they round the corner and they see the rest of you there. Deacon, one of them kind of nods at you to, do the same as Sawbones. Turn around.
Friend, I don't know why you gotta bind our hands. Like my friend here just explained, we took care of a problem for you. We're not hunting nobody. We're here to keep peace. We're here to help out.
If that's the case, then you shouldn't have a problem.
Oh, I have a problem on a zombie planet. Anyone tying my hands up. I feel like my friends would too.
We all have problems here, friend. This isn't our call to make. Just following orders.
Sure. Let's see where this goes. I do it.
All right, and as you comply, the other one, the original one, calls out, "Thank you. We've seen enough death recently." And one of them looks down at Astra Burzin. "Can you walk?"
I mean, yeah, but can I keep my hands, please? I need to balance.
Weapons.
Oh, fuck, I don't care about weapons. Just let me have my hands.
Yeah. They take your weapons. You guys stand up. And then they, surround you prisoner style with you guys in the middle. All right.
Fellas,
Let's move out.
can we take 10 minutes? I need to get my breath back.
It's not safe here. We have to get back to base.
God damn it. Okay. He just labors on.
Can I roll a sense motive check? Obviously, we've been conversing with these people. They seem nice. Like, they seem okay, but I sort of want to see if I can see underneath what they're saying.
Underneath it all.
Can I assist?
What did you get? 90-20?
I got a 19 again, and I've got a +9. I've got it as a 28.
Mammoth.
This is going to end soon. I'm going to get 7 ones in a row.
Yeah, when it matters.
Yeah.
You have met dudes like this before, maybe some of Burzin's old army buddies or something, and these guys, they strike you as military. And as that one guy said, they're just following orders. They've been, very clear with you. They've communicated with you. They don't appear to, like, if they wanted to attack you, they just would have opened fire in the hallway, you know what I mean? What lies beyond, you can't be sure, but you don't get a dodgy vibe from these dudes.
Yeah, cool.
You might feel a little bit uneasy with the whole situation, understandably, but...
So I think we should go quietly and sort of try to talk to these guys as we're walking, if we can, Tom.
Yeah, so there's like 3 in front, 3 behind. Yeah.
Now, is the leader sort of the guy who seemed to be kind of barking the orders?
Yeah, he's in front, and they start taking you back down the hallway. You go past the door, you hear the alarm muffled again. It fades off into the distance, and then it's just quiet, apart from your footfalls on the metal floor.
So, friend, if you don't mind me asking, Where are we?
We're on the subway.
It's a station, right, that we're in?
That's right. Central Station. Near the hospital.
Who are we going, where are you taking us exactly?
Back to our base of operations.
And why? What do you hope to do with us?
Kind of glances back over his shoulder and keeps on walking. And after a few moments says, we take whatever survivors we can find.
That sounds slightly ominous.
Yeah, and then what?
Soylent Green.
And then one from behind says, you should keep your voice down. It's not safe here.
Oh, sorry. And then what?
The guy in front says, let's cut the chatter.
Okay.
I mean, I can put my helmet on and we can get on the same channel and have a conversation that way.
And he stops.
Need to know
And all of the guys stop.
what's going on.
He turns around and he says, I said we need to be quiet here. If we wanted to hurt you, we would have done it already. Just follow us.
Yeah, sure.
There's something in his voice that Sawbones immediately believes.
I want to telepathically connect with each one of these, my friends, or these people, because I don't know yet. But I just want to kind of connect to them and say, if you want it to go off, give me the sign. Nah. I'll be with you.
While we're walking, Sawbones, who, it's not the first time he's been
Captured.
captured, bound up, and marched off somewhere. The whole time, while we've been walking, very imperceptibly, he's been working at the bindings to try to loosen them just enough that no one notices, and but that he could potentially get a hand out if he needs to.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand.
What do you reckon? 17 plus 8.
Yeah.
What is up with his
You
dice?
reckon you could
Yeah, okay.
slip out of them at a moment's notice if you needed to.
Okay.
Bosun just shakes his head slightly in response to Deacon's the idea he's putting
Yeah.
out there.
It's just so cool, this scene. He's like, if we want to fucking rumble, let's do it. And it's just that really small, imperceptible nod. Shake, yeah.
Yeah. And just stares straight ahead and keeps following behind.
I want to keep Banshee quite a distance back. So, he can track where I am. So I want him to...
Just slinking
Yeah.
along behind in the darkness? Yeah.
Yeah, and Banshee would, you can communicate Banshee within a kilometer or something stupid at this point,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, that's something that's very within the realm of possibility. And so you're all being led along, and you walk for maybe about 10 minutes. So you start down this larger corridor, and then you turn off to one more, and then finally you get to... It's a room. Maybe it was a warehouse at some point, or some kind of storage facility, and all of the cargo and boxes and shelves and everything have been moved to one end. And as you're walking, the party stops, and then you see the leader calls out. Then from behind all of this this tall wall of boxes and crates and everything, you see someone pop out, and then they kind of wave them, and then they continue on. They lift some of the boxes and crates and things like that out of the way. And as you move through this egress that was opened up, you can see that there's, again, about another half a dozen of similarly armored and armed Kopaxi who are standing behind this defensive wall. And then one of them, beep, 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 opens up, and this two large double doors, they look almost like blast doors, just... And you walk on through, and they close behind you. And then you go up to a second set of smaller doors, open those up. And as those doors open, and you walk into this larger room, the sound of life hits your ears, of people talking, chattering. You can hear children.
Ooh.
And you see before you some kind of safe haven, perhaps a refugee camp or something. And it's just wall to wall. There's, makeshift curtains hung up. There's bedding put up. There's crates. There's little hovels, cardboard, hanging over string to make a little bit of a tent, that sort of thing. There's people sleeping on the floor. There's a guy sitting in the corner, just kind of like coughing to himself, covered in a blanket. You can see some kids running around. There's a Capaxi there who's got a tub of water and is doing some washing there. And you guys are just walking down this path in the middle, and you're seeing this scene happen all around you. There's hundreds of people here, of Capaxi, and you're walking through. And as you are, you hear the leader, who the one who originally took you in, speak up. This is the camp. Like I said, we find whatever survivors we can, and we try to keep everybody safe here. Sorry about before. It's dangerous out there, as you know. But it's not up to me to decide what happens with you. You're gonna have to see the sergeant.
Can I lie down first? I'm dying over here.
Literally.
He's like literally
dying.
close to dying.
It's been a really rough day.
It's not far.
If I sneeze, I could die.
A street urchin comes up and stabs you.
Friend, we've done everything you've asked. Now, sitting put for a couple of minutes doesn't seem like it could do anyone any harm. And my short-statured friend over here is a medical professional. And if he says these two need to rest, I don't know what your leader, your sergeant, would say about the fact that you killed a few people on a death march to go say hi.
Right?
And look, to be honest, I need to change my friend Astra's bandages. She's lost her eye in that fight back there, and
Yeah, you want to look?
Sort of peel it back. Yeah. And can we is this like a diplomacy or something we're trying to do here?
Sure.
I'm eager to roll. I'm just waiting for my streak
I
to.
know you can.
for my
So
streak
I'll
to
get
end.
Ben to roll that, and Sawbones, you can, Mark, you can aid him.
Say 27.
Oh, Mark's not happy.
No,
The
I
streak's
don't.
over.
I don't believe it. It's a 19 again.
Oh my god! These are
It's actually ridiculous.
wow. I think your kids swapped out the dice, mate.
It's weighted or something. I
they're giving you a
know.
weighted dice.
I've used this one before. It's never rolled this well. It's actually unbelievable how well it's rolling. Like I've
Stop
never.
bringing so much attention to it, so it gets shy and stops rolling well.
True.
Maybe I'm praising it. Maybe it likes the attention.
He
Yeah,
Maybe it's
maybe
like-
it does.
turns around
It's an
Dave's an
exhibitionist
extrovert.
day.
as you're walking, kind of turns his head back, and he says, "I hear you, and I understand, but it's just here." And he gestures ahead, and there's another set of doors.
Spreads a curtain.
You can take some rest in there
Oh,
while you're waiting.
we gave it a go.
Okay, let's go.
They open the doors, head inside, and it's a small room. It looks like maybe it was a like a waiting room of some kind. It's got those seats that are all connected in a row, but they've all been picked up and pushed to the side walls. You get inside, doors close behind you, and this guy turns around to you again. Sergeant will be with you shortly. We'll bring you some water. You drink water?
Coffee. Got any coffee?
There might-
Water is good.
We can try, but we'll bring you some water first. I'm not sure if we've got much food for you, but we can try.
Can we sit?
Please, yes, make yourself comfortable. Take a rest.
A 10-minute
And,
rest? Can we click that?
And the leader goes off through the opposite door that you came through, and as he goes through this door, there's two guards standing there, and then one more remains with you, and then the rest of them leave. After he's kind of instructed them to get some water and stuff like that.
Hey, Cap, you don't want to drink coffee when they don't know what coffee is. It's not going to be good coffee. Don't drink the coffee.
Bosun slumps down into a chair. He just he doesn't even look over. He's like, I don't care, Astra. I just want some
It'll
coffee.
be so bad.
Okay, if they got it, I'll drink it.
There's the translation is brown water.
Yeah, brown.
What's
no.
gonna come? But yeah, if you guys somehow, I don't know how you would have any resolve points left, then yes, you can spend them and take a 10-minute rest while you wait.
Yes. Okay.
I can't take any damage from this point.
I promise.
I don't believe you.
Don't go out in the street. That urchin is going to come up and shank you.
Yeah. He wants my shoes.
Shine your shoes, mister?
He walks.
Ha!
He walks up. He's like, "I like them shoes." He's like, "You got a really deep voice for a kid." I
I'm
ship ya.
86.
Give me them shoes. we get smaller as we get
it's
older.
like a Benjamin Button
That's
race.
how Capaxi do.
Yeah. No, I wonder if it's like as they get older, it's like coral bleaching. Like they just turn really pale.
Let's get wider. Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
That's
It's only
like
if they get
dogs,
too
dogs.
hot. It was a global warming joke. They're rare.
That's what
Yeah.
the bleaching's all
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
It's
say
yeah, you know why nobody laughed? Because climate change
It's not a
isn't
joke.
funny.
Not
Mark.
Funny.
not.
Yeah.
So you are taking a 10-minute rest, and you're sitting there just resting, recovering. After 1 or 2 minutes, one of the soldiers returns, and it's got like a handful, and like they've got large claw freaky hands, and so he's holding like half a dozen bottles of water, and just hands each of you one. There you are. We're working on the coffee.
Sure.
Can I hold up my bound hands? Be like, a little help?
Sorry. Of course. They loosen them all, and they take them all off your hands.
Oh, finally. Sawbones, now that you have hands, can you, like, maybe look at my eye again? We've been waiting for 10
Yeah.
minutes with this half-attached bandage. Like, what have you been doing?
Just flopping off.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's hideous, Lassie. I don't want to make you
Like,
feel bad,
you
but
catch
Jesus.
It, catch it out of the corner of your eye. Like, "Ugh."
They don't have eyes.
So
they
it's-
don't know.
Don't take the bandage off again until I tell you, and I give her another good spray of.
You took it off
You
her.
totally did.
Did I? I thought you took it
No.
off. Sorry.
Didn't you peel it off? Oh, no, you told her to peel it off. Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah, and I reapply the bandage with my custom microlab.
Great, cool. Towards the end of it, you see the original Capaxi, the leader of this squad, come out of that door. And as your rest finishes up, he says, "Sergeant wants to see you. You can bring your water."
Yeah. Great.
All right.
Guys, I'm feeling much better. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you needed that rest, Captain.
Come on in. You guys follow him through the door, and you go into a room, and it's a slightly larger room, and it looks like maybe once upon a time it was maybe part of a server room or something. There's things that have been like pushed like way off to the side, and some of them are still on. There's lights and buzzers and beeps and that sort of thing. But as you go into this room, there's a large table in the middle, but it's been made up by stacking various crates and things up, and different electronics have been all plugged in together to form this almost jury-rigged holo display that's displaying like different areas of the city.
Cool.
And you can see there's this Capaxi just kind of leaning over it and looking down and, you know, swiping his hand across as it zoom, and he kind of like, you know, Minority Report style, like zooms in on a particular area, just staring at it. And the original one just kind of like nods you in and, you know, kind of stand. Well, I'll get you some seats. And he
Please.
goes out, and one of the other ones like drags in like like Will Smith in Men in Black, just no, they bring in one of the little seat things, and you know, kind of gesture for, I mean, primarily for Brozin and Astra to sit down, and then this
Thank
Capaxi
you.
remains in the room. The door shuts, and then this sergeant looks up at you, although I take this moment to remind you that Capaxi have no eyes.
Before sitting, Burzin does the traditional Capaxi greeting.
Oh, the hands out, we've in.
Oh,
good choice.
Oh, Daniel. Token of
Yay.
inspiration for you.
Oh,
Yes.
Well
Very
played.
good.
Well played.
Very good. And you see the sergeant does the same.
Oh, you've bonded. I'm gonna lean
Well.
over and go, "Hey, Deacon, it was on a video we watched in the infosphere."
The dance?
Yeah, it's not. It's like a greeting. It's like I haven't.
Is this the
It's
Monster
a
Mash?
greeting.
Welcome. I'm sorry that we had to take you here like we did, but as I'm sure you know, he kind of glances over at Astra. These are dangerous times. My name is Sergeant Mendath, and I'm in charge of this refugee camp.
Well, Sergeant, I cannot compliment the politeness of your soldiers. We're a bit intimidated to start with, but they've been lovely the whole way along. They got us water, they let us sit down and have a rest. They're very polite gentlemen.
Excellent. I'll give a gold star to Culvan here.
He even let me keep my
Well, I'm,
hands. Thanks for that.
And you see Culvan like, yes, that's 5. Yes.
Well, I'm
He
Sawbones.
gets extra R&R this week now.
Yeah. He looks over at another Capaxi that's standing in front of a whiteboard. He just like marks it down.
Yes, well, we weeded out the bad ones fairly quickly. I'm sure you wouldn't be surprised to hear that discipline goes out the window pretty quickly when something like this happens.
Hey, when the apocalypse hits, the Wasteland Raiders come out. You know what I mean.
All too well. But I'm sorry. May I please know your names?
Sir, my name is Burzin Caster, known as Captain Burzin. To my crew here, I'll let them introduce themselves. We crash landed here. We're part of a mission to bring aid and medicine to Tabard Minor, and we were sabotaged, and now we find ourselves in the predicament that we're in. We're just trying to get off planet. I'm sure you can understand.
Yes.
You're probably trying to do the same thing.
Yes, well, we're trying to save as many people as possible before aid arrives. I'm sorry, you said you were carrying aid?
Yes, we're... Myself, Astra here, the other human, and Sawbones, my Yusoki compatriot, we're a part of Edge Corp, and we won a contract to deliver goods and medicine and aid as part of the Pact Worlds reaching out to help Tabard Minor with the situation. And like I said, we were sabotaged. We crash landed here in a lifeboat.
Right. So they were going to send help, but you said you were sabotaged.
Oh, not were. We were on our way. We came in system, and explosions, bombs started going off on our ship.
And you see him, as you give this information, looks down at the map of the city, and then just shakes his head. We heard that aid was coming, but we never really believed it. And to hear that now it was destroyed, well, I don't know exactly what to think, Captain. I'm not calling you a liar, but this is a very strange story you come to me with. And I'm sorry, you said these two were your crew, and who is this one here? Gesturing over at Deacon.
Just
Deacon, you want to introduce yourself?
just got a job. My name is Deacon. Went looking for a member of this crew and wound up in the middle of this mess.
He's been a good friend. He's a good person. He means well. He's one of us now.
You can see
Deacon looks
the
down.
way that
He just gave me life
the
force.
gaze kind of lingers on you, Deacon, that the sergeant is definitely sizing you up. There's probably a good chance he's got you pinned. There's some kind of maybe soldier of fortune or something.
No, he's a good person.
And
Fucking diplomacy or whatever.
he didn't say that out loud.
No, I totally did.
Diplomacy!
It's just giving you a bit of insight into something cool,
Oh.
Mari.
He didn't believe me when
Does
I
that
said
happen?
it. Nah.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
I'm a trustworthy person
Like-
without an eye.
Hey, you can be a good
the
person
job
and a soldier of
recognizes the
fortune,
job,
right?
you know?
Game recognizes game.
Game recognizes game, you know? Like, that's it.
All right.
This guy's in the military. Obviously, he's going to recognize someone who's like, I was on here on a job, looking for a member of this crew. Oh, okay, bounty hunter. Yeah.
He's a good bounty hunter.
Anyway.
He gave me my
Astra,
chain back.
you keep talking, and it's execution for Burson. I really don't know what to make of all of this. Well, whatever happened to your aide, it's certainly not coming now.
Oh no, it's long gone. I don't know if this wreckage still out there near the drift beacon, but yeah, that thing's foobar.
I tell you, Captain, if I could get out there to the drift beacon, then, well, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But as I'm
Right.
sure you've noticed, there's a severe shortage of ships on this planet.
No, we are aware, but tell me, what do you know about the spaceport? Are there any ships, anything? Is it all gone? When we landed only, 4 or 5 days ago, maybe, we saw them launching out of the city.
Yes.
What's going on? I mean, are there any left? Are those the rich people getting off planet, keeping everyone else out? What's the go?
Most every registered ship in this city was requisitioned by the military for evacuation of everybody who was eligible, Captain. We who are left were assigned to stay, missed the boat, or simply weren't worth taking.
Burson
And
winces.
he reaches up to the map and then just kind of like zooms in. And you see this area appear, and it's just like there's like a red haze over it. And then as it moves further out, there's kind of like an orangey sort of haze, which then kind of fades into a yellow. And he considers it for a moment. The red area you see is the spaceport, or what's left of it. It's completely overrun. Of course, that's where everybody would go to
Yeah.
get off this rock. We occasionally send scouts there, but the situation is unchanged. We've got some teams out there looking for ships, but there's not many left.
Hey, have you noticed, have the dead stopped rising? Like recently, have you noticed any change in the behavior of those who have died? As we think we may have helped you a little, maybe by accident, but kind of on purpose. We think we stopped them from raising the dead. This would have been what, 2 days now? 2 days ago, we stopped the mosquito guys. The mosquito.
The mosquito.
Not you, no, boys.
Mosquito?
Okay.
Was it-
Astrid, you got to give him some context around what you're
Oh
saying.
man, I'm on like so many painkillers in my eye, like far out. But like,
She's high.
Okay.
Stop touching it, lassie.
can't help. It feels really weird. No, do you remember? Has the dead stopped rising?
Have the dead stopped rising?
Like a dead staying dead?
No, I'm sorry. We're fresh out of miracles here. And then he looks over at the one who originally brought you in. Calvin, any reports of the dead not rising anymore? I wouldn't know, sir. We finish all of them off that we kill. And
That's good policy.
yes, we don't take any risks here. If anybody succumbs to illness or die from injuries, we ensure that they won't rise.
What about that naughty list? Is there a naughty list of people we could maybe test it on?
Jesus.
He looks over at the whiteboard. Well.
No, I don't really say that.
That just means that then they're not allowed to play Xbox on Friday nights.
Xbox.
They have to watch while everybody else has a good time on Halo multiplayer.
Okay, so what my friend here was trying to say is we ran into a gentleman on the street soon after coming into the city. He told us that the museum was a place of interest, that a lot of the early cases happened around the museum.
Yes.
So we went and checked it out. I mean, did you not You haven't gone over there or seen anything? We managed to make it in. I mean, there were a lot of zombies trying to get in the front door, if you know what I mean.
Captain, I have a job to do. I don't concern myself with such things. I've been on crowd control since day one of this.
Okay, well, we made our way in there, and we had two other crew, and one of them was feeling this, I don't know, some kind of mystical, divine connection thing. I don't really understand it, but anyway, we fought a giant mosquito monster thing, after which one of my crew had a vision of a certain gentleman performing some kind of ritual on these, I don't know, like cocoons, and then sending them out to different places around the verse, one of which landed on Tabard Minor. I know this sounds insane, but I mean, I saw it myself.
Captain, you are welcome to stay here with us as long as you need to rest and recover. It seems that you've been out there surviving for some time, and, well, I think you might need some time to rest.
Yeah, Burzin just shakes his head. Sure, okay. I thank you for your hospitality. We'll rest up. Is there anything we can do in the meantime to, help out, pull our weight?
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yes, well, thank you for offering. I'm sure there's something that we could find for you to do and assist with. But for now, I think it might be best for you to rest up and get your energy back.
Sure. Thank you, Sergeant.
If you don't mind me asking, do you mind if we have our weapons back? I don't feel right without my weapons.
And pauses.
We ain't gonna use them in here, but it just makes us feel safer.
Very well.
Thank you.
You can speak to my man at the front, and they will give you your weapons back. Now, please don't take this as a sign of disrespect, but I don't know you. I'm trusting that you are who you say you are, and your intentions are as good as you say they are. Please know that we have a significant number of armed soldiers here.
Please know that if you step out of line, we will kill you.
Without hesitating for a second.
This is your camp. This is your show. We're just here to dance.
All right. Somebody will show you to your rest area.
Thank you, sir.
On the way out, just as we're leaving, can Sawbones try to have a good look at that kind of like lay of the land that he had? Like, I was obviously intently watching while he was scanning around and stuff. I'd be interested to know whether we could notice the level of infestation around the shopping mall.
Millennium Luxury Mall.
That we were trying to get to.
Okay. All right. I like this. Let's say I would say that's just going to be straight perception. Give me a perception check as he was scrolling through this map.
Does anyone want to assist? Was anyone else sort of eagle-eyeing it?
I have one eye. I was not.
Yeah.
Oh, she was Cyclops eyeing
Oh
it.
my god! It's a natural 20. It is an actual natural 20.
Wow. This is actually silly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sure, Mark. Sure, mate.
Yeah.
All right, everything's just a fucking above 15, is it?
This is incredible. I've never rolled this well in my life.
Yeah. So looking at this map, you get a really good look at it, and you can see that the kind of central area that you're in now is kind of orangey red.
Central area is orangey red. Yep.
Yeah, there are certain areas that are very red. The spaceport, the museum, the university, the Great Music Hall, the stadium. A lot of areas are kind of yellowish, and the mall area is one of these areas that is yellow. And anything beyond that is in green.
Okay.
Between
Cool.
here and there?
So it would transition from red to orange to yellow. But I mean, you Like, one could assume that that's street level stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these guys they said they're doing scouting, they're getting around, they're based out of this subway station. There's probably a good chance that,
they have a way.
yeah, there's probably a good chance that they just use them to get around to different areas of the city. And like as you guys are leaving, and as you're turning and you're walking out, you glance at this map. You hear, and one more thing. You took down that thing.
Sure.
Huh. What was it?
Scary. Big fucking scary.
Yeah, dangerous.
Imagine one of those zombies just kind of ran really quickly into another one, and then they turned to jelly. And then, like, a few more ran into it, and they just became this really big pile of kind of jelly crossed with crabs. It was gross. Dangerous. It had claws.
Astra, crabs may be a racial slur to these guys. Careful.
How dare you?
The medication. It's the drugs.
Well, thank you for helping with that. We were leaving it to its own devices, but, well, I'm glad someone took care of it.
I don't know what it was, but I know what it is. And it's dead.
With my fucking eye.
Yes, thank you. He kind of goes back to the map. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And Colvan opens the door. And as the door to the resting waiting area opens up, you see sitting down Yosoki, who's there, and is like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like, what? Oh, what? So what, for these guys? Look, man, I got like a little bit of coffee. Like, I don't know if I got enough for all of them. Like, I was kind of saving it for myself. And they're like, okay. Oh, hi.
I walk over and say in Yusoki, hello, friend. How are you? I wasn't expecting to see a fellow countryman here.
Oh, yeah, you and me both, buddy. Holy shit. What are you doing here?
Oh, man. I'd need to tell you over a long drink, but I'll take a coffee if you've got some.
Yeah, well, I got a little bit of both back in my stash. He kind of looks over at the rest of you, switches back to common. You all look like you could use some rest. You, holy shit.
Aye, we're pretty beat up.
Wait a minute, are you looking at
okay.
me? Stop it.
Oh, no.
Lass, you cannot be offended. It looks terrible. We haven't even cleaned you up properly yet.
Is it the blood?
We'll get you back to right.
blood,
We'll get
isn't
you
it?
back though.
When we get off world,
When we get off world, we'll go shopping. We'll find you a nice augmented eye. You can have like telescopic lens or, X-ray vision or something like that.
Hey.
You won't know yourself.
Astra, I heard about an eye that shoots lasers.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, you want a fucking laser eye,
let's
eh?
do
We'll see
lasers.
if we can spring you for that, eh?
All right. Well, does anyone have something I can cover it up with, like Rambo style, like a piece of material or something?
Like, can you put the bandage back on and we just paint an eye onto the
Giant
onto
eyelashes.
the field dressing?
It's like Boardwalk Empire, Richard.
Yeah,
how he's got that fake piece of face there. Yeah.
Yep.
As we
What an
walk
excellent
along,
character. Yeah.
as we walk along, I say, "Oh, so friend, I didn't catch your name.
Dalgo. Hi.
Dalgo.
Yeah.
Dalgo, I'm Sawbones. That's Astra, Deacon, and Burzin. We've all been wandering the wastes for too long. So if you've got a comfortable place we could rest our feet for a night and something we could drink, we'd be happy to sort of share with you anything that we've got in exchange.
Sure. Hey, buddy, are these guys near me? Yes, we put them near you. We thought that might be nice. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. I'm the only one here that's not I'm not Capaxi. So I probably thought we'd get along or something. But yeah, come on. This
look,
way.
I think we will. I've got a good feeling, mate. I haven't spoken to a Yosoki for God, it feels like months.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Since I've been here, it's just been all like sell, promote. Fuck it. Okay, all right, let's go. And he kind of like leads you through this makeshift, almost like a shanty town. So, there's walls that have been set up by, some of it's, bits of cardboard that have been taped together. Other ones, it's, bits of clothing. Maybe they like tied a few of them together and they've hung it up to do a bit of a curtain. Other people have found something a little bit more secure, like, a big piece of like sheet metal or plastic or something that they've put up between them. And
it's like a favela.
Yeah. And, after a minute or so of walking, you find this little area. And he's like, okay, well, I guess you guys can set up over there. There's like a cot, and there's some other areas that you can sleep. And you look over, and there's one like actual cot, and then like there's some like other kind of like soft-ish looking things on the floor. It's not super comfy, but it's better than an acid-filled room.
It sure is.
Please, take a seat. I'll get some coffee going. I got enough, one for everybody. Everybody want coffee?
Thanks. That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, lady, you okay? Astra, are you okay?
I've definitely been better. It's not my day.
It's quite a scratch.
Yeah, fucking crabs. It was massive.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, that's okay. You say whatever you need to over here.
It
You're
hurts
a weird
so
racist
bad.
Yusoki. And everyone's like, oh no.
I thought I was the racist.
These fucking crab people, am I right? Oh my god.
No, not
one
them.
of them came up to me yesterday, and you know what he said to me? All right, and he goes to work, and he pulls out like this kind of thermal thing, and just presses a button, and it's like, and then like within like 10 seconds, hot coffee is ready. Gets some various containers for all of you. One of it's like a square little Tupperware box sort of thing, and grabs whatever he can to pour a drink for everybody, and then he pulls out a little flask. Anybody want a little bit extra?
Absolutely.
Why?
Irish is the best.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
First side
okay.
up this coffee.
Yeah, well, this is a bit of strong shit that I brought with me from the Spike. My brother makes it, so here you go. He pours out some of it. Okay, cheers. Takes a swig, and it's like if you mix petrol with coffee.
Oh
Yeah.
So while we're sitting around sipping our coffee, I get the convo going with what's this character's name again?
Dalgo.
Yeah.
Dalgo. So Dalgo, tell me what brought you to Tabrid Minor in the first place?
The glory of the Packed Worlds. Come and join us, and you can reap the benefits of dozens of systems.
You're an ambassador.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm an ambassador. Okay, that's a nice one. You can call me that. No, I was here as part of the exhibit. They got the exhibit here over at the convention center. It's yeah.
Wait, they put
What do you mean? You were like a
like a show?
like a.
He's like a booth boy.
You're selling membership for the Packed Worlds.
Hey, whatever happened to ambassador? Can we just go back to that?
It was better than an exhibit.
Winning hearts and minds.
He's
Hey,
a
there we
booth
go.
ambassador.
You know what I'm talking about. Gives you a little like, Deacon, and takes another drink. Look, okay, like, we're a part of, we're kind of like selling it. Because, these guys aren't a part of the Pack Worlds yet. So, like, they're trying to win over the populace. They got a weird system here. I don't really understand it. But hey, it's paying work. We come here, we show them technology, and, maybe they like it. We got all sorts of stuff there. We had I was showing off some of the tech. There was some weapons that were showing off. Fucking hell, they had all sorts there. They even had a full size ship there. Jesus.
Like
There.
functional?
And what happened to that ship?
He stops for a moment. I don't know. I guess it's still there.
Like a working ship. Like an actual.
I assume so. I don't know. It wasn't my exhibit. It was the other guy, the Vesk.
Wait, there's a
He was
Vesk?
showing it off.
Where's the Vesk?
Well, there was. I don't know. Look, okay, when all this went down, I was on, I had my off day. I was off in some weird bar in this part of town, and all this shit went down, and I never made it back. I don't know what happened to everybody else.
You've been here for 2 months. You've been going through the whole apocalypse, and offhandedly just realized that there was a ship unattended.
Is this a motive check? Or like.
Sure, you can do a sense motive.
Yeah, I want to do one of those.
Can I do a sense stupidity?
Yeah, motive might help. Oh, well, I'm not helping. You gotta.
I'll do a sense.
When you get all golden dice to roll, huh?
Yeah, I know, right?
What's
Scared.
it roll?
I don't want to break my streak.
I got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, yuck. 14.
Go on, Mark, roll.
Oh, finally. Okay, it's a 4 for a 13.
Looking at this guy, I mean, he was talking about his brother who lives in the Spike, and he made him some real ghetto-ass moonshine.
He's a hick.
Yeah, he's probably maybe not the smartest tool in the shed.
He's just been trying to survive day to day. He hasn't been thinking long term.
Yeah, and I guess there's that as well. It's, being cut off, he's not like a warrior. He's going to be like, hey, I'm going to go back and get that ship. Yeah, so...
What kind of skills you got?
Look.
You got any pluses to anything important? Like, what do we need? Like a mage?
Well, actually, funny you should ask. I have a +3 to... No. Look,
I don't have
know.
any skills, but I do have this giant sword.
Look, I've been here with all this lot since the first couple of days was tough. I saw a lot of bad shit, but I was lucky enough to get picked up by this lot and taken back here, and I've been here ever since. And yeah, I don't see no reason to leave. These guys are tough. They know what they're doing.
Sure.
Right, they might be overrun soon though. Like they can only last so long. Not to bring the mood down or remove your optimism, but there's only so long it can go for.
No, what are you talking about? We're safe here. They give us updates and stuff. They say we're safe. They say they're keeping the perimeter secure.
Dalgo, how big was this ship? The one in the convention center.
It's like a Pack Worlds, like a I don't know. It was fairly big. I guess you call it like a medium.
Okay, so
that's an actual technical term,
Yeah,
like a medium chassis. The pig was a
Some
medium.
shops you go to, it's called a grande.
yeah, so
It's a venti ship. Venti.
You could fit probably 30 or 40 people in there easily.
Where was his exhibit ambassador stall thing?
The convention
center.
Wasn't that
Which
overrun
is
with red?
overrun.
It was like an orange, so it's not like the mall was a yellow and the convention center was an orange.
Okay.
So tell me, friend, did they leave the ship? Like, did you ever go onto the ship to have a look around? Like, because you were staff, did you have access to it at all?
Nah, I just worked in the little techie booth. That's all. I showed them a few little augments and stuff like that, and they were like, "Ooh, wow!" And I was like, "Yeah, Pack Worlds, we got all this stuff here. You can get it real cheap, That's what they told me to say, and that's what I said.
Were there eye augments? These guys don't have eyes.
Maybe.
Do they?
I don't know. Maybe. You can tell he doesn't really know what to say. Sure. This is I. Oh wow, good drink, huh? Oh yeah.
So that
Ooh.
essentially we're pretty much equal distance from the mall and the convention center.
Correct.
That's what you're telling me. Yeah, okay.
But the mall has like armor and potential ship and a yellow alert. And then the other one has like an amber alert and maybe a ship that a drunk Yosoki is saying might be there.
Hey, I tell you, it's a ship. I got you.
No, so what I'm saying is we could... how many Capaxi are in this camp? Is it like a couple hundred people or something? Or?
Refugees in the hundreds.
Yeah, cool. I mean, we could let them know about the exhibition center and then we can head off to the mall sort of thing. That's what I'm thinking. So we could help them out a little bit. I'm just throwing that out there. So like I really want to keep heading to the mall, but if we can help out these guys somehow like along the way, then Bosun's all about that.
You should totally give him the intel to the guy that we spoke to before.
No, we're gonna sit on that.
I need to sleep.
Yeah, we should rest and then reassess where we're at in the morning.
Yeah. Like, we definitely need to sleep.
Resolve is necessary. While all this is going on, I'm hoping to sort of like surreptitiously check where Banshee is and track. Obviously, you can't come through all of the security checkpoints, but like find a way through ducts or something just to be nearby.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you've got some downtime, you know what I mean? So if you're planning on resting, I'd say, you're within range of Banshee and... you could, I'd say that's something that's within the realm of possibility. You could do that for sure.
He just needs to find some sort of air duct to sneak up into where he can see the entrance that we came through.
Yes, done.
Okay. I shall write that down.
All right. You guys finish off your moonshine coffee and everybody's going to take a full night's rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bosun fucking just collapses on the floor.
Yep, once my eyes been sorted and had the like big circle with a big dot drawn in the middle of it, I'm ready to go to sleep.
I think I'm gonna ponder a little on what Burzin said to the sergeant, because it's the first I'm hearing of what they
we
did
hadn't
at the
actually-
museum.
Yeah.
Oh, of course
And
you
I'm gonna
don't
think
know.
about. He said he saw like a vision, and I'm gonna think about that as I go to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely, because Deacon and visions, it's like peas and carrots. And as you're all like lying down for a little while, like maybe starting to get some rest, Astra, a medic, comes over and offers to give you some additional assistance.
I come over all sus and say, "Hey, friends, I've been looking after her. What are you doing?"
Oh, I'm sorry, I heard there was some medical attention required here. I was just coming over to help.
Aye, yeah, run us through what you're going to do. I've been just trying to fix her with the little scraps of medication and stuff I've got, but how well equipped are
I
you?
can see that. And pulls out
all right. There's no need to have a crack.
like a little medicine case. Tong. I think some of it should be okay for humans. And Sawbones, you kind of take some time and with this medic and go through it all and see, what's appropriate. And,
Yeah.
You do find that there is, maybe you can restock. Not restock, but like you can maybe recommend like another painkiller that Astra can take. And then, you kind of put together some gauze and wrap around. And you've got, a bit of an eye patch situation there as well.
Thanks, buddy. What was your name again?
I didn't tell you my name.
Thanks, medic.
Okay. Goodbye. You all go to sleep.
It's beef.
Sure do.
Yeah.
You get a full night's rest, and on top of that, you all level up to level 5.
Gosh.
I think some cool shit happens at level 5 with biohacker.
Oh.
Indeed, it does. All right. Well, you level up, and we'll leave our session there for today.
Nice.
Ooh.
Star Raiders is an Arcane Focus Network production. Be sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You'd be amazed how much it helps us spread the word. Looking for more adventure? Head to arcanefocusnetwork.com.